RBB Morning Show, the coach, mentor, marketing, and social media strategist you need each and every morning. RBB, a live morning talk show that gives you the ability to get the coach you need, strategist you wish you could afford, social media manager and strategist, marketing strategist, project manager, certified OBM, VA, business startup strategist, profit strategist, web strategist, email funnel strategist, sales page strategist, PR strategist, time management, mindset, and overall business development strategist. We answer it all. With over 25 years of business experience, both in corporate and small business worlds, we really can answer it all.
Good start to your September 11th. Today is always a day that starts with a lot of thoughts, prayers, and focus on 18 years ago. And I do want to take a moment to honor that and say something. But as a New Yorker and as somebody who lost family in those towers that day and lost friends in those towers that day, New York is strong, and we do honor that day by actually talking about it and actually talking about the things that happened that morning and all of that. And right now, I mean, we see the times where the first plane hit the tower at 8:43 a.m., but right now, the hijackers were getting on flights. One of them right now at Newark Airport. So right now is the time that those final decisions and the steps were made, not 8:43. 8:43 was already too late. So be thoughtful today at the posts that are posted. I know New Yorkers feel this, the whole world feels it, but I know New Yorkers feel it in a special kind of, there's a special kind of remembrance that goes with being a New Yorker. And yes, I am one, born and bred. So you will be seeing, if you watch my personal feed, you will be seeing lots of posts today, honoring family, honoring friends that were lost, things like that. Okay, we are talking about sales this week. And today we're talking about the 60-20-20 rule. I touched on it yesterday a slight bit, but today we're really going to focus on it and what that actually is and what I actually mean by that. And I got something on me. Oh, I got hot chocolate dust on me. And that really is the core of what I train corporate sales teams to do. 60% of everything you do is connection and value. 60% connecting with those potential clients, getting to know them. Again, remember I said that I have always focused on, even when I was starting out in sales as an assistant, not a salesperson, I focused on the personal details. Focus on those details. Troll their accounts. I said that yesterday. Do those things because that really helps you with this piece of it. Before you answer a question on a Facebook group, go look at that person's account and see if you can answer their question for them without even having to ask them more questions or have them pay you. If it's something that, and I have the 2-minute rule, I always have a 2-minute rule. If I could take a look at somebody's account and just know that I can answer their question by quickly looking at their Facebook or their Instagram or what if the question is social media based or marketing based. I can usually quickly do that. I've been doing this a long time, so that does help. But see if you can answer their question quickly doing that, or add something personal to the question with doing that. You will gain more attention. Again, you always gain more with using honey versus using flies. That same taking the time to invest in somebody personally is what's going to win you a potential client. So really take the time to do that. That 60% is all value. There's nothing hidden in there. Somebody was very upset in a Facebook group this morning that I saw. And I got up to go to the bathroom at 4 a.m. or something. And I answered her question. And she's like, well, I asked a question and nobody helped me. And I looked at her question and it wasn't a question at all. She was promoting something. And I Well, so I said, well, maybe English is not your first language and you don't quite understand. And I looked at her account. She's from Maryland, but yet the way everything's worded, I don't think English is her first language. And I walked through and I gave her examples of, this is what a well-written post would look like. And this is what a well-written question looks like. And this is how and I walked through the multiple steps of writing a well-written Facebook post or asking a well-written Facebook post. And that is a really important skill to have. And I think that's something I'm going to teach you guys at some point. Because a lot of people just get everything out of their head and throw it up there and hope somebody knows what they mean. There's a lot of poke and hope when it comes to Facebook groups. You need to make sure that you're writing a well-written question and a detailed question. Don't just ask a vague question of, I'm looking to make money from home. What should I do? Because you're going to get 9,100 million MLMs answering that question for you. Even if you put in it, looking to work from home from a legitimate job, no MLMs, you're still going to get them. But if you give more detail, and I've seen this happen over and over again, when somebody gives more detail, I'm looking for my certain skills at this point are from you're going to get less ridiculousness or answers to questions that don't make sense if you do well writing your detailed question out. And that you are providing value, believe it or not, even when you're asking a question, you're providing value when you do that. You're providing a value that is worth my time to answer you. I don't tend to go into groups and answer questions anymore unless I'm tagged in them because they're a waste of my time. Those of you that go in groups and don't come back and ask follow-up questions, don't really truly invest in the asking of the question and interacting with those to answer your questions and stuff, there's no value to that post to anybody when you don't come back and interact and truly be part of the conversation. Ask follow-up questions when somebody answers you. All of those things. Be sure that you're really, truly investing in the question that you've already asked and those that take the time to answer. That is part of that 60% in any group. Now, 20%, you can do veiled promotion. And if somebody is asking a question, you're going to hop on to answer, as long as what you've already provided that 60% in the group. If you haven't, don't do this. If you aren't providing value, consistent value in the group, answering actual questions, supporting other women, don't do this next 20%, period. It's spammy. 20% can be veiled promotion. And veiled promotion means when I hop in to answer a question or ask a follow-up question or whatever. Well, for my clients, I do I don't mention who I am, that I'm the CEO of an agency. I just say for my clients, I've just promoted myself as somebody who knows what they're talking about. Now, the other 20% of the time, somebody will ask a question. Well, for my agency, we do this. I am a marketing strategist, so I know what I'm talking about, and this is how I would do it. That is outright promotion. And something that you need to stop doing, and I keep saying it in groups because this has been allowed up until now. Stop posting links to your website, and even in a group. You are hurting your website domain authority. Stop doing it. Point them to your Facebook page. Your Facebook page should be well filled out and have all of your information and multiple posts all over it, as well as your profile should be fully filled out. That is where you point people. Stop pointing people to your website. Oy, oy, oy. I've said this about 900,000 times in the last month. You are hurting your website, your own website. You're hurting your domain authority because Facebook does not like when people go outside of Facebook. Keep them to Facebook. Now, you do not hurt your domain authority. If somebody has to go hunting and find your link inside of your profile, Facebook is still allowing that. They are not dinging for that at this point. At some point, they may remove your ability to even send somebody to your website from your profile. So be aware of that. and to take that into consideration when you are answering somebody's post and you are going to outright pitch. Also, stop hopping on threads and going, me. And when somebody asks, can somebody do this? Go, me. Provide value. Still provide value. Right. So Sandra saying, when Facebook groups say, promo your offer or your freebie, always point to your Facebook page. I would say I would still post like once a week, a link out to your website and a Facebook post, but no more than that. Don't be doing it constantly. Don't be doing it in groups. It's really hurting your website to have it done all the time, because the more you hit the algorithm, the more it hurts. So just be very, very careful with that. Be sure that you're really paying attention to the type of value you're giving, and be giving true value. There's way too much of a hopping on and saying, I can do this, and then walking away. And I see so much of that. I mean, you'll get somebody who's asking for a graphic designer. Who's a graphic designer that does this? And everybody and their brother and sister and best friend hops in and says, me, posts a link to their website and never comes back and asks questions. Or there's just so many posts that it's just not worth it. In my rule of thumb, if there are more than 25 responses to a thread asking for service of some sort, I don't post. It's just, you're not going to get seen. Who cares? It's not worth your time and effort. It's all about using your time wisely. And that becomes okay, they've gotten bombarded already. They probably have gotten 50 different PMs as well. So it's not worth your time and effort. If there's more than 50, it's definitely not worth your time and effort. That person is never going to get through them. And I have talked to other Facebook group owners. I've talked to people posted threads many times. Most people that I've talked to, and I've talked to over 100 people at this point, so, and I've lost track at like 50. So it's been well over that at this point. Who posts and ask for services and stuff. When they get more than 10 people, they just don't answer anybody at all. They get so overwhelmed that they don't tend to reach out to anybody at all. So what's the point of posting and taking the time and putting the effort into posting when the people that I've sampled, nobody reaches back out to anybody that posted? Whether you're the first person or the 150th person, nobody got reached out to because there's just too much and it becomes spam. So be very aware that when you are promoting yourself in a Facebook group, when there are too many, it just becomes spam to the person. It just becomes really overwhelming to the person that has asked the question and is doing stuff. So it's a really wise idea to spend a little more time in Facebook groups, but spend less time posting in them. Provide amazing value, ladies. Don't spam things. Don't take overboard. Don't keep questioning people. I mean, question people, but don't, if the thread is really long, just leave it alone. It's just not worth it. Okay, I am going to wrap up for today. I'm still having a rough week, ladies. So, and with Gina gone, it makes it a little harder on me. So I am going to wrap up today. If you have any questions about sales, remember I'm doing a giveaway this week over on our Become Limitless community. Come on over and join us. You have an amazing day. Remember to rise, become, and be today, and take a moment to remember those who lost their lives today. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
RBB Morning Show, the coach, mentor, marketing, and social media strategist you need each and every morning.